What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged and Undocumented. I'm your host, the Big Man Jimbo. With me, of course, is our twin magic power, Cody and Rafe.
Yes.
And, of course, our resident undocumented man himself, Mr. Cruz.
Shadow.
Oh, we're all showing things that we have on hand? Yeah. Pig.
Yeah, always.
Poetical.
Yep, keep you.
Keep you. And then Cody's got Skittles, so, there's that.
He has a whole assortment of snacks.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We've been on a little bit of
the goat.
Oh my god, and a whole bag of beef jerky. Welcome back, though, everybody. I'm sorry we've been gone for so long. We've been a little bit of hiatus. We've had some things going on, some things taking place. So we're back finally. Everybody on some new journeys, starting new jobs. People getting sick. Rafe. People doing that. People doing about to be daddy stuff. Cody. They just got Cruz just down there being illegal.
Exactly. Always, man. 24/7. 24/7.
We're gonna be doing this podcast one day. Fucking, they're gonna break down the door.
I know, right? You're just gonna see Cruz's eyes just widen. Like people just take it down.
The way my room is set up, the doors like running stuff. Y'all see me freak out. That might be what's going on.
Well, we got some things we want to talk. Right, we sold him out. It was all
exactly.
us.
We turned
heel.
Now
it's now just gonna be
we turned heel.
Unhinged.
We'll just be unhinged. We'll no longer be undocumented.
Exactly.
All right, yeah. Well, we got some things we want to talk about today with y'all. The first thing we want to talk about comes a little bit about a week or two removed, and it was one of the bigger shocks coming out of the NBA. The Mavericks traded Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers.
That was insane to hear.
That was probably the craziest thing I have seen in the NBA in a little while. I mean, that took me by storm. And it's not just the fact that they traded Luka. What surprised me was what the Lakers gave up for him. They sent AD over there with some picks as well for Luka. Was shocked by the trade because I thought that they were trying to build the Dallas Mavericks team around Luka still, and for them to just put him in the trade block like that and basically just later.
So
I think it caught a lot of people by surprise. I know it took me by surprise because I didn't think Luka wanted to be traded from the Mavericks, but Cody, what'd you think when you saw that, man? We got that update. I'm pretty sure you're at work.
Yeah, I had to look and make sure. Like, I literally went on Google and was like looking up all these different articles because I didn't believe it. I was like, there's no way they literally just traded the face of their franchise.
Yeah.
Like that, it made no sense to me. I was like, why? But after looking into it, apparently it was because contract year, they didn't want to pay him all his money and blah, 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 blah. That to me is bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. My thing is, why would you not pay him, especially if he's been the face of your franchise for like the past X amount of years? And I think they had a killer combination with him and and Kyrie.
You know what it is? You don't know what it is?
Oh God!
No, I think what happened was the only thing that makes sense. Jerry Jones got in his ear, and they made dumb decisions.
Oh my God! Not Jerry.
Oh my God.
Not Jerry Jones.
You know it was bad when Mark Cuban didn't even know about it.
Wait, Cuban didn't even know about it? What?
Yeah, I think I saw somewhere that he didn't know about it.
He was pissed.
Spur of the moment.
How could Mark Cuban not know about it? He owns that franchise.
Well, partially.
Team,
He sold most of it.
Oh my
Bastards.
Oh boy, that's
why they didn't feel the need to tell him.
Shark Tank deal gone bad. He needed money, I guess.
no,
Wow.
not
Oh my
not the
God.
Shark Tank. Oh Lord, that's great. Well, still, it was one of those moves that completely took me by surprise. So the question becomes and I saw this on ESPN the other day. Does Luka going to the Lakers make the Lakers a championship contender? I'm gonna say no. Not just because I don't like the Lakers and because I don't like LeBron James. I honestly believe that even with Luka coming to that team, LeBron won't be able to stay out of his own way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they have won. They've been on a winning streak and whatnot, but that's going to end. They're going to get brought back down to earth. All right. And, I still believe that right now in basketball, the East is the stronger conference. And, but honestly, I don't think Luka going to the Lakers makes them a championship contender. Now, does it definitely put them in contention for a playoff push in the West? Absolutely. NBA championships, 0. That's just my personal opinion. Again, I just don't think that LeBron James can stay out of his own way and is still so hard pressed to prove that he is the quote unquote proverbial GOAT. But like always, LeBron James is on a team, so I'm pretty sure he's controlling the puppets in the back and pulling the strings and whatnot and making everybody just dance around and whatnot. Like, Luka, come on over. AD, get out of here.
Play my son, even though he sucks.
Exactly. But that's just my opinion. Cody, what do you think? Do you think Luka going to the Lakers makes him a champion contending team?
I want to say no. I mean, I'm not going to say it's out of the realm of possibility, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the team he should have went to, if anything, personally.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I hated the move altogether, and honestly, I'm not a huge basketball person, right? But
yeah, of course.
I watch enough to know that was a dumb move.
Yeah.
It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
Like, you've been building around Luka, and all of a sudden you let the main piece that you were building around go somewhere else because of money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Dumb. It's 100% crazy. I mean, there's all different sorts of moves they could have made to, if money was an issue, to free up money space and whatnot. But nixing the face of your franchise, that's just dumb.
I will say, it was good to see him drop a bunch of points on his little team.
There's also speculation of it wasn't a money thing. It was he had a drinking problem. And yeah, and he was like drinking after games and shit. And like severely, like he was in post-game press conferences drinking beer and shit.
Well,
and he was gaining like an uncontrollable amount of weight and just wasn't in shape.
Well, I mean, in shape or not, the dude could still ball.
Yeah.
And he could still ball circles around a lot of people in the NBA still. But so like I said, the Lakers have been on a winning streak as of late. Let me see. I have the stats right here. As currently, the Lakers are on a 4-game winning streak. Okay, and yes, that does sound semi-impressive, but let me help bring everybody down to earth here. Okay, the Lakers are 12 games, are sitting in 4th place in the West right now. Are 12 games out of 1st place, and here's who they're contending with: OKC, who is probably the best team in the West. The Denver Nuggets, who are out to try to capture a crown again. The Memphis Grizzlies, who show that they have the poise and the star power to make it happen. and then you've got the Lakers, okay, and then you've got Houston, the Rockets, who are surprisingly good this year, breathing down their necks. All right, and then you got the Los Angeles Clippers and Golden State, who's bringing up the rear. And Golden State's been looking good as of late after their trade that saw Jimmy Butler go to Golden State. So, but that's just that. Okay. Now I'm going to shift to the East really quick. Okay. If you look at the East, the commanding forces in the East right now. So the Lakers have 36 wins and 21 losses. Okay, that's in the West. Okay, in the East, the Cleveland Cavaliers are landsliding the East right now at 49 wins and 10 losses. Right behind them are the Boston Celtics at 42 wins and 18 losses. And New York, Milwaukee, Indiana, and Detroit are all bringing up the rears. I don't think that Luka going to the Lakers is going to help them the way they think it is, because, again, I don't believe that the West can contend with the East teams right now. But, I mean, hey, it could happen, maybe in a couple years and whatnot, but hopefully by then, LeBron James is gone. Sorry. Sorry. I've expressed deeply my dislike for LeBron James and the Lakers, and that will not change. So, anyway, aside from that, moving on, Rafe and Cody, the Dallas Stars, man. They're looking pretty hot right now. Yeah, Rafe?
Yeah, they're on fire.
What is Stars doing lately?
Currently third in the league.
Okay.
Only behind by one game.
Okay. Let's go Stars. I know they didn't have the best start, but, I mean, bringing it up to pace, which is
how
good.
you start, it's how you finish.
That's true, though, and that applies for most things. Right, Cody?
That's why this happened.
No, that happened because you had 3 minutes and you couldn't figure out what to do with the other 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
No, you start and finish at the same time. No.
Oh, ew!
Oh God.
Oh, how disappointing! Your poor wife.
God.
Your poor wife. Schedule reference.
Anyway, so the Dallas Stars have been on it lately. Getting the wins and whatnot, pulling themselves into the third position in the NHL, which is good. Go Stars. Again, I don't get to watch hockey that much because I work a lot during the hockey playing times, and then when they are playing at nighttime, I have to go to bed early now because I have to work every morning now I have to get up at the ass crack of dawn. So, it is what it is. But hey, let's see if I can do this on camera. Let's see. Wait, there it is. There's the one. Go Stars! Moving on. Guys. You know what? No. Before we get into that, I want to brag on another team really quick before we start taking a poo-poo on this team. So, well, let's be real here, okay? Let's be real. Can we be real? Can we be real here, please? Please, let's be real, okay? Let's be real. So, college basketball. College basketball.
The basket of balls.
Exactly, the basket of balls.
Basketball.
Yeah, we're playing basketball. Anyway, so before we jump onto the other side, really quick, I want to brag on the women's basketball team. Okay, our first year in the SEC conference, the Lady Longhorns basketball team is ranked number 1 in the nation, and is currently being through and making mincemeat of every team in the country, sitting at 28 wins and 2 losses. Just like the Texas football team this past year, our women's basketball team is showing that we very much do belong. It's we were talking about this yesterday. Ray for Cody, how long since has it been since the women's basketball team was ranked number 1 in the country?
02.
02? We're in 2025 now. That was 23 years ago. The women's basketball team was ranked number 1 in the country, and now this is their inaugural year in the SEC conference. And hey, guess what? Texas is that team, kind of.
Slowly but surely getting there.
Yeah, I do have a reason for saying kind of. Okay, let's not get it mixed up here. Okay, the reason I said I wanted to wait for a second because I wanted to brag on the Texas women's team. Houston, we have a serious problem with the men's basketball team. I know we talked about this at one point, that they were, a young team trying to figure it out and whatnot. But guys, we cannot get it together to save our lives. And the sad part is that last year when Rodney Terry took over, who, by the way, for those of you who don't know, Rodney Terry is the men's basketball coach for the Texas Longhorns. He did fairly well last year. He looked like a coach that fit the mold for the University of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
This year, oh my God. It's like, honestly, it's like ever since that game against Texas A&M, where they came all the way back from 21 down to win at the last second, it's like everything just fucking fell apart. Mm-hmm. Currently, Texas this is their first year in the SEC conference as well. Currently, Texas is sitting in 4th to last place. They are at the bottom. They are not ranked. And our overall record is 16-12 with 5-10 in conference play. Needless to say, we're just getting owned by everybody. And it's not even it's poor playing, honestly. I mean, we've looked pitiful. I mean, so just in our last couple games, okay? I mean, we gave Arkansas a decent run, but this is our last couple games, okay? So December. Oh, sorry, not December. Oof, too far back. February 1st, we got lashed by LSU, 89-58. We traveled to Arkansas a couple days later and got beat up by Arkansas. By not too bad, but we still look terrible, 78-70. Then we traveled to Vanderbilt, and we got bullied by Vanderbilt, 86-78. And then we took on the number 2 team in the country in Alabama, 103-80. And then we traveled to Kentucky, the number 15 team, and we made a little headway. We beat Kentucky, 82-78. Then we took on South Carolina a couple days ago. And beating us wasn't even the right word. Okay, I saw the highlights from that game, and I saw some of that game. That was just a piss poor performance. Okay, we lost 84-69.
69.
Stupid. And then just a couple days ago, we took on Arkansas, and we lost in overtime, 86-81. So they kind of made that a game, but nonetheless, we still lost. So my question is, why can't Texas get it together? They've never. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it a coaching problem or is it a talent problem?
Nice.
I don't know, because Texas has always had a decent basketball program. They haven't had the best basketball program, but they've always had a decent program. Okay, even in the shock smart times, they're still able to make the March Madness tournament. Mm-hmm. There's a chance that we're not going to make the March Madness this year because of how bad we've looked. And even if we did, we'd get knocked out in the first round. But honestly, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a talent thing, because Texas basketball normally recruits pretty good talent via the portal and through high school athletes coming up to the college ranks. And they normally have pretty decent coaches. Now, again, Rodney Terry was the assistant coach to Chris Beard before the whole thing happened with him and he got let go. And Rodney Terry stepped in and did a decently good job at guiding the team. Excuse me. But now I'm just not sure. Rafe, what is your input on this?
I think it's a mixture of both, unfortunately, but obviously it's not the coach that they wanted. He just kind of took over, and I don't think they found the coach they want yet.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. But like I said, hey, women's basketball, #1 country. Go Lady Horns.
Who them?
Who them? So moving on from that, we got a little bit of gaming news, and I will let Cody or Rafe take this one, please, gentlemen.
So I'll take it, Ray, because I know your throat's probably hurting or whatever.
Using it too much.
For those for those of you that don't know or haven't been watching, the CDL season is alive and kicking. They are now in the minor 2, which is the major is going to be hosted in Texas, so it's a Optic Texas home event. They're hosting it. Before this event, Optic has lost 9 straight maps. They have not won a map in 9 straight maps. It's bad. Now, for those of you that don't know how it works, there's per match, right? Per match between 2 teams, it's best of 5. So whoever wins three matches first wins. They got 3-0'd 3 times in a row. It was bad. Today, they just had their today was the first day of the tournament for this weekend. They had a matchup against the Falcons, who have also not won a game. So they beat them 3-1. They played good on the last map. They played questionable on the first 2. I mean, it was pretty bad. That's not to say that it's not going to get better. Obviously, it's still the beginning of the season. There's a lot of gaming left. For another fact, for those of you who don't know, there's last year they won the championship. They won, the big championship for CDL. They had Pred, Dashy, Kenny, and Shotzi. At the beginning of this season, there was some stuff going on with Pred. He ended up, taking a break. They brought in Hook. Hook did pretty well with him in the first major. I will say that there were some issues with him as far as like his, the way that he played. It just didn't match the way that Shotzi and Pred played together. So after the first major, they let Hook go and brought Pred back. And since then, I don't know if it's just a rust thing that they're trying to knock off, or if there's something going on with Pred still. I'm not sure. But I'm very curious to see what they can do going forward. And I mean, this weekend is just the start of it. So, Rafe, what you got to add to that?
I'm not worried. They didn't win a single map in Major 4 last year and then won champs. So,
yeah,
not worried.
Yeah, I think they'll get it together. I'm not worried about
it. We shall see what happens. We'll have to watch with anticipation to see how everything goes from there. Best of luck to Optic. See if you guys can get it done on our home ground. All right. Moving on. We got some wrestling to catch up on, guys. We got ourselves a PLE tomorrow. Yes, sir. We got a PLE tomorrow.
Jason's gonna watch it with us, by the way.
Who is?
Jason.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool. We got some people gonna get eliminated from the chamber.
Oh, John Cena.
Oh my god.
Cruz from Monday Night Raw this
All right,
week, my
well,
man. Give me the breakdown.
as mentioned, we do have a lot of wrestling I missed out on. So I went to my handy dandy notebook and I did a TLDR. So I figured since we didn't get to talk about, we'll go over the and then stay, and then we'll catch up on some of the other news that have happened on Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. So, very quick, let's start with the Royal Rumble, which I'm not gonna lie, I actually did enjoy this year's Royal Rumble.
I did too.
Except for the women's.
Oh yeah, except for the women's.
Yeah,
Can I throw
yes,
something
except for the
in real
women's.
quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
For those of you that don't know, WWE 2K25 drops March 7th, and I will be playing it. I don't care if one of you motherfuckers are going to come in here and play. I don't care. We're going to play it on stream at some point. I'm so hyped.
Yeah. We're gonna hopefully some stuff with 2K25 when it drops, but I'm pretty hyped for it. All right, so starting off with the Royal Rumble, we had the women's Royal Rumble match starting it. Of course, Charlotte Flair winning. Huzzah, huzzah.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. I genuinely did not care. I was really hoping she was not gonna win, and I hate the fact that I was the one that was gonna win, and I hate being right. The one time I was really hoping I was gonna be wrong. So some of the highlights from the women: Sam Perez record for the longest time in the match, relations to Roxanne. On top of that, her, Lash Legend, Jada Parker, Stephanie Vaquer, and Julia, the NXT Women's Champion, representing NXT. So congratulations, ladies. Jordan Grace made her official WWE in the Royal Rumble. Of course, she came out last year's Rumble, but she was still TNA. But this year, she's finally on the roster. We had a couple of returns that night. Of course, Charlotte Flair was hyped up in the weeks leading up to the Royal Rumble. But we also got return of the goddess, Alexa Bliss, returning. And number entrant was also a surprise entrant. We had Nikki Bella making her return.
I just want to say right now, I called every surprise entrance into the Women's Rumble.
And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw Nikki Bella, I was really hoping it was not her. I was hoping it was gonna be Becky Lynch, and I think a lot of people did too. But hey, shout out to Nikki. She put in a good showing. Congratulations to Alexa Bliss for coming back. Of course, we all missed her dearly. So after that, we had the 2 out of 3 falls between the Motor City Machine Guns and DIY. DIY picking up the win, two falls to 1. We gotta talk about that first. DIY had the fake out tag, and it helped them take the lead. But of course, we gotta talk about the ending. The Street coming in, attacking Machine Guns, helping DIY pick up the second fall. And then after the match, as DIY were celebrating, Profits took him out. So hopefully setting something up for Street Profits for potential on the line. I really hope so. Moving along, we had the ladder match for the Undisputed between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Cody Rhodes retaining. Guys, we have got to talk about this car wreck of a match, and I don't mean that in a bad way. This legitimately was an insane match.
I thought he
had, dude. Okay. For anybody watching, please, if you have not seen this match, spoiler alert, please go watch it because the highlights that came out of this were insane. We had Kevin Owens delivering the Fisherman Buster to Cody Rhodes. And if you look for a split second, his head gets caught in the ladder. Cody put a piece of the ladder, the rung, uses it as a weapon. Then we get to near the end of the match where Sami Zayn came out to check on both Owens and Rhodes. The story into it was basically Kevin Owens telling Sami Zayn, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. If you win the Rumble and Idol, we'll have them. Mania, fortunately, did not for Kevin Owens. He took meanest Alabama slam through the ladder. Cody Rhodes to climb back into the ring, climb the ladder, and of course retain the title. Oh,
dude,
my God! Seriously, thought he got injured right there. I thought that was it for Kevin Owens, but no. Thank God oh my God, they did get a couple steps.
Oh, well, man. The thing is, no. they even did this. That's why I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I saw it too. I was like, man, this. Oh my God, I was like this, please. And of course, the main event was a Rumble match. A lot of highlights coming out of this one. One of my personal favorites was the two men that started it, Rey Mysterio and Penta, which is a Lucha Libre dream match. I hope they run it back at some point, the one-on-one. We had, oh my God, this was probably everybody's moment, and I think this was the most viral moment coming out of the Royal Rumble. We had iShow Speed coming into the Royal Rumble, taking Akira Tozawa's spot, and oh man, that spear he took from Braun Breaker.
Jesus Christ!
I thought it was it for iShow Speed. I legitimately thought that was it.
That was nasty. His head just snapped back.
His head snapping into the ring was crazy. Oh man, I loved iShow Speed selling it in the back, behind the scenes clips. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he literally went on his podcast a couple days later and told everybody after I took that hit, I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. Yeah. I was literally I believe was really hurting.
Yeah, I watch. You know what, dude? I believe it. I believe it. I would never want to get speared by Braun Breaker like that.
Oh, 100% not.
Yeah, right. Of course, going into this, as we all know, this was Cena's last Rumble. Cena putting on a hell of a showing. Going off on Punk and Roman after they all got eliminated. My God, what a scene that was. Just Rollins just stomping on Roman on the steps, getting into the brawl with Punk. I'm very curious where this takes Rollins on his road to WrestleMania. We had AJ Styles returning with his old song, which was pretty hyped to hear. And then, of course, we had the surprise entrant. We only had one this year, but I was pretty hyped about it. We had the TNA champion Joe Hendry making a surprise entrance in their own name.
He appears.
Yep. We all said his name, and he appeared. Joe Hendry came in.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, man. But congratulations to Jey Uso winning it at the end, last eliminating John Cena. I know a lot of people are upset with Jey Uso winning. I don't know why. I was pretty hyped about it because it was something different. I know we all kind of wanted Cena to win. Finally see him break 17. But you know what? I like the route that they went with Jey Uso winning. Something bold, something fresh, something unexpected.
Agreed.
Honestly, and I think we all talked about it afterwards. Once we all watched it, either guy we would have been happy with. If Cena or Jey, very happy with it regardless. But congratulations to Jey Uso.
No, I still wish Cena would have won.
Yeah, it would have been cool. It would have been cool to see Cena win, but we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Moving right along, we have Vengeance Day, which is NXT's first PLE of the year. Started the show with the women's North American title. Stephanie Vaquer taking on Fallon Henley. Stephanie Vaquer picking up the win with the spiral tap on Fallon Henley. And little fun fact: Stephanie Vaquer is officially the first South American-born champion of WWE. So congratulations. Moving right, we had the NXT tag team line. We had Fraxian taking on Ishimura and Josh Briggs. That was actually a pretty good match. I actually enjoyed it. I love the clash of styles from the bigger guys and the high flying of Fraxium. Picking up the win. They were suddenly attacked. The mystery group. I don't think they ever got a name officially. From what I know, it's a lot of the newer trainees that came in. Yeah, so they came in.
You mean the new Hounds of Justice?
Oh my god, yeah. Shield 2.0, I guess, or how people are referring to them. But that's the end of those guys, so we'll see them later on in the night. Up next, we had a strap match between Thorpe and Trick Willie. Very brutal match. I actually did enjoy this match. Eddie Thorpe picking up the win, which I definitely felt was the right choice. Thorpe definitely needed this, and hopefully it leads to a third match. I think it would be between them. Hopefully it's a NXT Underground match. We're pretty hyped to see. Next we had Ethan Page taking on Javon Evans. Of course, the storyline going into this was just had a broken jaw. He had to get clear for it, so he signed a waiver. Man, that punch that Javon Evans took from Ethan Page, knocking out his mouth guard, and then putting him hitting him with the twist to pick up the win. Oh my god, dude, that got burned in my head. I've watched that clip over and over again. That's still such a sick shot to the jaw. But Ethan Page picking up the win. Next, we had the triple threat match for the NXT Obafemi defending against A-Town Down Under. Obafemi just dominating the entire match. There were a few hints here and there from A-Town Down Under teaming up, but Obafemi was too much for them. Obafemi picking up the win, and during the celebration, that same group of guys came out and attacked Obafemi again. And Jimbo, I remember you pointed it out to me of who this group is. Yeah, it's just a bunch of the PC trainee guys. I don't know what the plan for is them yet. I don't know where they're going. I'm very curious to see where they go. So hopefully, I feel like there's this little group. So hopefully they do something with them. And finally, the main event we had for the NXT Women's Championship. It was a Fatal 4-Way. We had Julia defending against Perez, Cora Jade, and Bailey. Julia picking up the win. I enjoyed this match. A lot of people didn't, but I actually did. I did enjoy this match. That final moment with Julia and her in the ring celebrating their title win, and then Jordan Grace out of nowhere making her NXT debut and just staring both of them down was so freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie. So I hope at some point we see Jordan Grace taking on Julia and or Stephanie Vicker down the line. So that's it for the PLEs. All right, so now we'll just run through some of the Raw highlights of the past couple weeks. Starting off, Jey Uso made his decision on who he's going to face at WrestleMania. He has official Gunther. So as far as we know, at WrestleMania, it will be Jey versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. Kevin Owens attacks Sami Zayn, and he has set up a match, and that set up a match for tomorrow at Elimination Chamber. It'll be an unsanctioned match. We'll get into that here in a minute.
Wow.
War Raiders. Yeah, right? Oh my god, it was such a wild story for the War Raiders, obtaining their tag belts of Made via discussion because American Made are sore losers and don't want to take the L. Everybody's favorite wrestler, Logan Paul, qualified for the Elimination Chamber, and we'll get into that a little bit here in a bit.
We're talking about stuff.
Roxanne Perez made her Raw debut. Yeah, right. Perez officially made her debut or in-ring debut. She has also qualified for the Chamber. AJ and Braun Breaker recently came face to face after after a match between AJ Styles and Dirty Dom. I feel like this is potentially setting up an Intercontinental title match between him. A couple other people's names that got thrown in were Penta. Penta and Braun Breaker had a little stare down, and I believe Sheamus was another name that got thrown in there. So maybe a Fatal 4-Way at some point, please.
They just need to give it to Sheamus. Darn it!
Yeah, I kind of hope it does happen at WrestleMania for Sheamus. That'd be really cool.
Agreed.
New Day and New Day and LWO starting a little rivalry after what happened a couple weeks ago on Raw. New Day taking out Rey Mysterio. LWO looking to get revenge. CM Punk and Law this past week got into a little war of words. And as before we went on the air, Logan Paul slapping CM Punk and running like the punk he is. I really hope Logan Paul is the first one eliminated, and I hope it's Punk that does it. Valkyria retains her Intercontinental title over Dakota Kai in a pretty good match. Seth Rollins calling out, telling him, "Don't make me regret my decision for helping you last year to take out the final, and Roman, don't take Rock's offer." And this past Jimbo will actually be happy about this one. This past Monday, we found new women's tag team champions. Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez. There it is. Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez defeated Bianca Belair and Naomi thanks to Dirty Dom and his shenanigans. Jimbo's very happy, as you can tell.
Jimbo's very happy. Nobody cares about what happened to Jade Cargill.
Pretty much it for Raw, unless I missed anything. Oh my god. Jade Cargill actually expected to return soon. So we'll see how that goes. Moving right along, a lot of NXT news. So to start, Funko, or DC as he's now, making his return to NXT to face Lexis King. Then he took on the fall for the hair Lexis King. So very cool to see Fandango in WWE. In theory, teasing a breakup, which would have been very cool if it actually did. No, it was just a Soba Femi threat match of day. We had a surprise debut from free agent Ricky Starks. But he has officially signed with NXT, and I think his name now is Ricky Saints, and there was a reason for that, though. But very cool to see Ricky Starks finally in WWE. I've been waiting for that for a good while. Tony D recently retained his North America over Ridge Holland in a cage match. Izzy Dame then turned on the family. We had this was another good one. We had Oba Femi and the TNA X Division champions coming face to face. They have officially up a match for Raw on March 11th. I believe it is title for title. So it'll be Oba Femi defending the NXT title and Moose defending the X Division title.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a match I've been wanting to see for a while, especially since they announced the TNA WWE partnership. Jordan Grace recently made her official NXT debut in a 6-woman match with Stephanie Vaquer and Julia. Once again, the last shot of NXT was her staring down Vaquer and Julia. So hopefully at some point she makes a run for the titles. Like I mentioned earlier, Ricky Starks with NXT. Then he got into a little with Ethan Page and West. Was probably the highlight week. The Hardy Boys made their return to NXT.
Yes, they did.
Oh my god, it was so cool seeing the Hardy Boys make their return to WWE after being gone for so long.
The return after that was better,
dude. Right?
No doubt.
And they were also challenged by Fraxium for the TNA titles, and I believe it was made official for Roadblock. So at Roadblock, it'll be Fraxium versus the Hardys for the TNA tag team titles.
You know who made it official?
Santino. That son of my gun. Dude. It was so cool hearing his old song back in WWE. I'm glad they kept his old song. But yeah, and then a couple other champion versus champion matches were made. Julia and Stephanie Vaquer is official. It'll be winner takes all for the Women's North American and the NXT Women's title at Roadblock. Excuse me. And that's what. Moose. Final piece of news. Moose defended his X Division title versus Lexus King, which I believe marks the first time a TNA title was defended in WWE. Pretty cool. And he was challenged by Oba Femi for the NXT title. And that's it for NXT. But yeah, I still say Hardy Boys coming back was pretty hype. Was the most hype thing. That was yeah. And finally, covering SmackDown, Charlotte Flair, which nobody really cares about.
Nobody cares.
Also made her decision on who she's going to face at WrestleMania. As being the winner of the Royal Rumble, she has chosen Tiffany Stratton. So it'll be her and Tiffany Stratton for the women's title at WrestleMania. Alexa Bliss wins her first match on SmackDown to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. There's an interesting little story going on between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Seems like there's a bit of tension between them. How will this play into the Bloodline storyline? We will have to continue to watch and see what happens. Trish Stratus made her return. Team up with Tiffany Stratton, and they will actually have a match tomorrow night against Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. Rock returning last week SmackDown to not only confront Cody Rhodes, to make the announcement for WrestleMania 42. WrestleMania 42 will be taking place in New Orleans next year, and The Rock calling out Cody Rhodes, asking him if he can be his champion, and saying, "I don't want the belt. I want your soul." And Jimbo, I was talking to Rafe and Cody before you hopped on. This kind of gives me vibes of, I don't know, when The Rock kind of went through the same thing where he was like the corporate champion for Mr. McMahon. This kind of gives me those same kind of vibes where The Rock wants Cody to be kind of like a modern day corporate.
Well, also don't forget that Stone Cold Steve Austin was a corporate champion as well for a little while.
Yeah, that's true. He was, until he turned on him. So maybe that's the route where they go with Cody, where Cody kind of like eases into it.
Yeah.
And nope, turns on The Rock right there. Rafe, Cody, y'all got any thoughts about what's for Cody and The Rock?
I honestly don't know what to think. I mean, I honestly don't know where they're going with it. Like, I literally have no ideas. It's not something I expected, like, at all.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, whenever he said the whole soul thing, I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? But yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
interested to see where it goes. I couldn't tell you where it's going to.
Right, that was
me neither. I mean, I didn't really know what to think of it when he told him, "I want your soul."
Yeah.
I was
there's
just
a
like,
lot of there's a lot of possibilities where this could go. Yeah, Shang Tsung over here, combat.
Rafie?
If you got any thoughts about what this possibly mean?
I think he's gonna tell him what CM Punk said. Shine that some bitch up real nice, turn it sideways.
Oh, yeah. Stick it up as part-time. Yeah, I'm waiting. The rest of the kind of spitballing on where this lead, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow night. And the last highlight was I guess they had a mini tournament for the number one contender for the U.S. title, ended with a triple threat match. L.A. Knight, is the new number one contender for the United States title. And that is all the wrestling news from the past month. Now, we'll move on, as is tradition, because tomorrow is the Elimination Chamber. Randy Orton posed. Randy Orton's coming back. Now, gentlemen, our favorite time ever. We move on to our predictions for the Elimination Chamber.
Okay, let's go.
L-E-N-D.
All right, Cruz, you got the card. Let's do it, baby.
Yes, I do. In no particular order, we will start with the women's tag team match. We have Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus taking on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I want to say Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus, but I feel like Charlotte might cause shenanigans and give it to Jackson Kenneth Ray. But I will stand with my decision, and I will stick with Tiffany Stratton and Stratus for the win.
Trish Stratus. I don't care about Tiffany. I just want Trish Stratus to win. She's so hot.
And our everybody's favorite Canadian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Trishy time.
Yes, sir. There's definitely going to be a little bit of stratisfaction going on, if you catch my drift.
Absolutely. So good luck to our favorite Trish Stratus.
Let's go.
Next, we have the unsanctioned match. Sami Zayn taking on Kevin Owens. This one might be match of the night. This one's gonna be pretty brutal. I'm gonna give it to Sami. I'm gonna give it to Sami Zayn. He's gonna go to a dark place. They try to take Kevin, but I feel like Sami Zayn is gonna be the one to pull it off.
I'm gonna go KO.
Anime betrayal.
I know, right? Yeah, this is like the ultimate anime betrayal. This whole storyline's been like one big anime betrayal.
I'm gonna say El Generico.
El Generico.
True. Yeah, we've never seen El Generico. I have a feeling El Generico is going to interfere and help Zayn win.
Facts. I'm actually gonna go no contest. I've got.
that'd be interesting if they went no contest.
Because Sammy has gone to a very dark place. Kevin Owens is in a land of delusion and whatnot. So I think they are going to beat the absolute hell out of each other to the point where basically the ref is going to have to just stop the match because neither one of them can.
Oh man,
dude!
If no contest, it'd be really cool if they settled this at WrestleMania. Oh,
for real though,
I'd be down for that. I'd legit be down for that.
100%. But yeah, I'm going to say no contest.
Alrighty. Next, we have the women's Elimination Chamber match for a shot at the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. We have Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez.
Alexa Bliss!
Alexa Bliss is my pick. I say no one's talking to you. Bliss is my pick. I say I said Bailey's my dark horse.
Oh, who were you talking to? You said no one's talking to you.
My Echo device.
Oh,
that's how I respond. So that's why I just said Bliss. That's why I just said Bliss because it responds to her first name.
Okay.
But yeah, Bliss is my pick, and Bailey's my dark horse.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna go.
Alright.
I'm gonna say Bliss, but my dark horse is Roxanne.
Isn't Liv Morgan in this match too?
Yeah.
If Roxanne won.
I'm gonna say Alexa, but Liv is dark horse.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss is the winner. Alexa Bliss is my dark horse pick. Alexa Bliss is going to win because Alexa Bliss. Argue with me about it.
The Wyatt Six are gonna help her win.
All right, let's go.
Because Bliss. Because Uncle Howdy. Oh my god. What Flotzes would be Wyatt Six their win. And five, the men's chamber match for undisputed championship WrestleMania. We had John Cena make final elimination appearance. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, everybody's favorite wrestler, Damian Priest, and Seth freaking Rollins. Okay. My pick is.
Don't say it.
Oh, it's. Cena is my pick. Punk is actually my dark horse.
Mm.
I kind of hope it's Cena, but I don't know.
I'm gonna go Cena pick and
Logan Paul. Please say Logan Paul.
You shut your damn dirty mouth.
fuck it, McIntyre dark horse.
Oh, ew.
Oh, that's a good choice.
I'm gonna say Cena wins, but Priest is my dark horse.
Oh, Priest going to Big in the Shadow
Okay.
Redemption.
John Cena is my pick to win because he needs to headline WrestleMania this year. I say that Logan Paul is going to do some fuckery and cause CM Punk to lose.
Oh my God, he's gonna cost a lot of people to lose this match.
I think, you know what? John Cena for the win. John Cena is my dark horse because John Cena is John Cena. But just for Kaha's, Seth Rollins is my dark horse.
Ooh, interesting.
That's my dark horse pick, man.
Interesting choices.
That consists of the card, right? It's not a very big card.
Yeah, it's not a big card. I think the chamber matches are going to take the majority of the PLE, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And
well, we will see what happens.
Yeah,
we will see what happens. We will be streaming the PLE live on our Discord channel tomorrow. So if you care to join us, please hop on and join us. Anybody got anything else before we wrap things up for tonight?
Nope.
I got nothing.
Awesome blossom. Well, everybody, once again, thank you for tuning in with us tonight. I know we have been gone for a little while, and we do apologize. We've had a lot of things going on. So just a heads up to everyone, if we do shoot next week, there's a good chance that I will not be present for next week's showing, but I will try my hardest to be here. For those of you who do not remember, next week is a very, very special week for me. Next week is a very special week for me. Next Sunday on 3/9, me and my beloved...
Sunday.
Be there. Me and my beloved beautiful fiance will be officially tying the knot before our friends and family. So I will be very busy next week. I will make every attempt to be on next week, but if I do not, please know that I love y'all dearly, and I'm sorry I cannot make it, but we will see what happens. But I think that's all the time we got for tonight. As always, you guys, we love y'all. Thank y'all for coming back to us and whatnot. And we promise that once everything settles down, once everybody gets settled in and back in and whatnot, and we get back to the norm, we will get back on schedule and have some good premiere stuff for y'all, all right? For Unhinged and Undocumented, I am the big man Jimbo with the Twin Magic, Cody and Rafe.
Yes.
And of course, our resident undocumented man himself, Cruz.
Right.
All right, y'all. Be blessed, and we'll see y'all next time.
Deuces, guys.